I used to talk about multi-sig all the time. Here's what's interesting. So there's a couple of different ways to store crypto assets, right? There's things like um, browser-based wallets. Okay, so you've got MetaMask. You can install an extension on your computer, type your seed phrase into there, and then hope that there was no keylogger, and then you're good to go. Okay, and you just put yourself at risk because you actually typed a seed phrase into an electronic device that's connected to the internet. There's some risk involved with that. All right, so you have that form of storing crypto. Now you also have um, mobile wallets. Okay, so things like there's a mobile MetaMask, there's a Trust wallet. Personally, I actually think that they're a little bit safer than a browser extension based wallet, simply because of the keylogger problem that you could have with a Windows based computer. You don't see these keylogger problems on like an Android device or an Apple device. But there's still risk, right? You just put your uh, I mean, what are the risks of having a trust wallet, for example? Well, you could just be attacked. Somebody could put a gun to your head. They could do that anyway.
Yeah.
They could come into your house and still put a gun to your head and they pull out your hardware wallet. So like I don't know about that risk as long as you're secretive about it and how you do it. But like you just put your seed phrase into an app that somebody else built. Even if there's a million reviews saying that app is safe, like how do you know? How do you know? Like how do you know that that app there isn't some backdoor there somewhere, or that some 19-year-old NSA agent kid who's bored browsing the internet didn't see type that in there, as he's monitoring traffic around the world. This is like
Well,
a well hat sort of conspiracy theory thing. But listen, the
well,
risk is there. You literally put your seed phrase into an electronic device connected to the internet. Okay. So then the other type of security would be a hardware device. Now we're getting up there um, where like this is the most convenient form of really good security. So you've got Ledger Nano S or Nano X, or you've got Treasure Model 1 or Treasure T. And your seed phrase is generated on the little electronic key fob looking device. It never touches the internet, but you do have to approve transactions through this device. So you still go on your browser extension, MetaMask, on your computer, or Kiwi browser, by the way. You can put this thing called Kiwi browser on your phone,
hmm.
and you can actually put MetaMask on Kiwi browser, and you can also connect to a hardware wallet.
Oh,
And so you can do all the things you normally would on your computer with a hardware wallet. You could do with a mobile device, by the way, and still use your hardware wallet. Anyway, this is what most people do. The risk, though, here's the risk with a hardware wallet. You still have to put your seed phrase somewhere. You still have to record it, whether you write it down or stamp it into a metal plate. I guess you could do Shamir secret share. We won't get into that right now. But like you still have to record it. You
yeah.
still have to have it, and somebody could still find it. And if they find your seed phrase, even if you had a hardware wallet, you're done for. Now, multi-sig is unique in that you get an address that you can send and receive to. That's your safe address. And that safe has no seed phrase. It has no seed phrase of its own because it's really a smart contract. It's an Ethereum address, and it's a smart contract that holds your coins.
Hmm.
And you tell other wallets to be signing wallets for approving anything that happens inside of that smart contract, inside of that multi-sig safe. So you can have 2 out of 3 wallets be required to sign a transaction before something happens. To do a swap, you could set it up where you have to approve a transaction. Maybe you also have to approve the second transaction, and then you're good to go. Or you could set it up where your significant other has to sign one, you have to sign one, however you want to do it. But here's what's cool. Those signing wallets do have their own seed phrase. It's their normal wallets that are the signatory approving signers. But if you were to have a compromised seed phrase, nothing gets lost. You could, I don't suggest this, but you could actually just hand your seed phrase over to somebody and say, here's my seed phrase.
What's the CEO, the LifeLock that put a social security number out there? That's what this reminds me of. Remember the LifeLock guy put it out there, and then like, oh, it's so safe. I'm safe. LifeLock has saved me, and then like he got his identity stolen 20 times. But it's just
but listen, if somebody got a hold of that seed phrase, they would plug that into their MetaMask or their hardware wallet or whatever, and there's nothing in there. There's no, in fact, maybe there's a little ETH for gas or something, but like that wallet does not hold any funds. That wallet is simply an approver, a signer of a multisig that's somewhere else. So a seed phrase compromise actually doesn't compromise the coins themselves. So and once people like kind of wrap their head around that and they start playing with it, you realize that multisig is actually much, much safer and quantum computer resistant and such, much safer than even a hardware wallet.